Good evening, Lady Bruins hockey fans. We're here from Family Sports Center here in Centennial, Colorado to face off against the Lady Sabercats. We have a couple minutes here as Lady Sabercats will get their senior night out of the way as they celebrate their seniors here tonight. And then we'll get the game underway. Your Lady Bruins being the whole white jerseys with the blue trim. Lady Sabercats in the away black jerseys with the red trim. And we'll pause here for a moment for senior night. And then we'll be back to bring you the game. All right, guys. Castleview senior night here at Family Sports. We'll get 3 minutes of warm-ups, and it looks like we're going to play two 20-minute halves, is my guess, as we are in limited ice time tonight. So I'm going to guess it's two 20-minute halves just based on what I'm seeing on the scoreboard. All right, guys, looks like we'll go 15-minute periods. I'm going to guess 15-minute run clock periods here. As we're ready to get things underway here from Family Sports in Centennial, Colorado. Get you your starting lineups here in a moment. We know it will be Bozier and net, as that's our only goaltender. So that's an easy call for the starting goaltender. But I'll get you the lineups here in a moment. Creek girls coming off 2 games last weekend against the Colorado 14ers. I think it was 6-1 against the 19U A team, and a 3-2 victory or 2-1 victory against the 19U AA. We'll get ready to start here. Losowitz, Gray, McCormick, Brewer, and McDonald on the back end. And we're ready to start. Things are underway here from Family Sports. Losowitz wins the draw, plays it ahead. Held there at the line by McCormick. Brewer holds, gets through skates, comes out to center, picked up there by McDonald. McDonald spins with it. Up ahead to Losowitz. Losowitz plays it in deep. McCormick in. She'll start the Bruin forecheck. McCormick in now. Ties the player up. SaberCats able to get possession. Puck's loose to the side of the net. Shot on net and a save by the goaltender from Castleview. So we're going to face off in the SaberCats zone here. 14:27 to go. First period. Face off will be to the right of the SaberCat goaltender. We'll get the second line out here. Looks like we moved a couple players around. Leeser up there now with Zeng and Zaworski. Zeng to take the draw. Puck comes up the near boards. Brewer takes a poke at the puck. Played cross ice. And SaberCats played in the zone. Brewer go back there to pick it up. Dug out by a SaberCat player. Brewer digs it out of the skates. Puck goes around behind. Puck takes a weird bounce off the side of the net. Whoa, that was a dangerous play there as Leeser picks it up now. Goes cross ice off the skate of Zaworski. Picked up there by Zeng. Zeng will skate with it. Breaks it out of the zone. Gets the red line. Plays it across to Zaworski. Out of her reach. Icing's waved off there. Bruins in on the forecheck. DeFelice centers out front. Back to the line. Jennings steps up there. Jennings with Gossard. Jennings brings it in. Jennings shot wide of the net. DeFelice picks it up. DeFelice tries to play it in deep. Off a skate. Back to the point. And now to center. Gossard will pick it up there. Leave it for Jennings. Jennings takes a couple strides with it. Tries to play it ahead, but doesn't get the red line. That'll result in an icing. We'll get a face-off here in the zone. And much appreciation to my boy here, Nate Mandeville, for letting me utilize his tripod. All right, face-off here. Played out to center, picked up by Tony. Played into the zone. Tony, Osborne, DeFelice out there now. Puck comes back to the blue line and played all the way down. That'll go for an icing. .12:41 here to go, first period. Bruins to take the draw. King out there with Arnold and Fryer. King to take the draw. Jones and Wessel back at D. Fryer ties up along the boards. Wessel holds at the blue line. Wessel walks it in. Beneath the dots. Ties up with a player there. Puck's played up ahead now. SaberCats enter the zone. Picked up there by Fryer. King plays it ahead. Wessel jumps in from the play. Wessel chips it ahead. Offside at the line. Bruins have to regroup. King has it now. Over to Wessel. Wessel dumps it in deep. And McDonald just off the bench. McDonald stays on side at the line. McDonald walks it in. Shot. Save. Rebound. Shot by Fryer and a save by the goaltender of Castleview, Bento. Big save there by Bento on that one. And we stay scoreless here. 11:42 to go, first period. Face off won by Castleview. Sabercats. McDonald plays it down low. Lowswitz in on the forecheck. Puck comes up the near boards here. Picked up there by Brewer. McCormick now. McCormick has it taken off her stick. Picked up there by the Sabercats. Sabercats played around behind. Lowswitz will pressure there. Lowswitz gets a stick on it. Off the linesman. Puck pops loose to center ice. And picked up there by McDonald. That's brought back in offsides. All right, face-off will come outside the Sabercat zone here. 11:05 to go. First period. Zeng to take the draw. Zeng loses the draw. Sabercats played in their own zone. Up ahead. DeBrewer played in the zone. Have to let it go on the delayed offsides. Zeng picks it up now. Leaves there. Sabercats with an opportunity here. Shot on net. Saved by Bozier. Zeng's tied up a couple players there. Puck goes wide of the net. McDonald now picks it up. McDonald. She'll skate with it near side. McDonald gets the red line. Blue line onside. McDonald using that long reach. Centers out front, but with a player going for a change. Picked up there by Zeng. Zeng plays it back into the zone. And Sabercats played out to center. Picked up at the Bruin blue line there by Zeng. Up ahead to Goster. Goster, blue line onside. Goster shot off a leg of a Sabercat defender. DeFelice picks it up there to the blue line. Jennings steps up. Jennings takes a bump there, absorbs it. And puck comes all the way down. Icing's waved off as the Bruins were changing. And played up ahead to Osborne. Osborne across DeFelice. DeFelice shot wide of the net. And back to the point. Jennings shot towards the net. That goes wide. Goster tries to hold at the blue line. And Sabercats get a good clear. That's off a stick, so icing's waved off. Jennings will go back there to pick it up. Jennings picks it up now. Jennings up ahead. Out of the reach of Gostner. And Sabercats will regroup. Picked off DeFelice. Shot off a leg and wide. DeFelice unable to pick that up though. And Sabercats will look to break it out. DeFelice picks it up. Plays it ahead. Now to center. DeFelice plays it back there to Jennings. Jennings plays it ahead. Picked off there by the Sabercats. Sabercats will look to start back the other way. Picked off there by King. Back into the Bruin zone. Jennings, she'll skate with it there. Jones breaks that up. Fryer plays it ahead. Not out of the zone though. Picked off there by the Sabercats. Shot on net. Steered aside by Bozier. Jennings plays it around behind. Jones will pick it up there. Jones taking off her stick. And now played out to center by the Bruins. Sabercats will regroup there. Look to start their zone entry. Into the skates of Jones. Jones plays it up ahead. And now to center and all the way down. That's going to go for an icing. .801 here to go first period. Face-off will be back to the point. In on net. Bozier steers that aside. Brewer picks it up now. McDonald up ahead to the line. Not out. Knocked down. Oh, I don't know that I agree with that one. I don't think that was played with a high stick, but that's why I don't make the calls. I just disagree with them. We're going to face off in the Bruins zone here to the left of Bozier. Losowitz to take the draw. Losowitz take the draw. SaberCats win it. Puck's loose, rolls it on net, and Bozier holding cover. So we'll rinse, repeat, do it again. Losowitz again to take the draw. Losowitz wins it back to McDonald. McDonald up the far boards. Takes a weird bouncer off a stanchion off the stick of McCormick. And puck's picked up now by Gray. Gray plays it out to center. McCormick will give chase there. McCormick pestering the SaberCat player. Back to McDonald. McDonald up ahead. Off the stick of Gray. McDonald picks it up now. McDonald hits the blue line onside. McDonald tries to drop. SaberCats will head to the power play. All right, face-off played back into the SaberCats zone. Bruins penalty kill here, stolen by Zaworski. Zaworski works the play in deep. Zaworski, red line extended. And it's picked up there by the SaberCats out to center. Goster plays it ahead. Minute 30 here to go in the penalty to Losowitz. Zaworski, steal, shot, saved by the goaltender. Good short-handed opportunity there by Zaworski. Better save by the SaberCat goaltender. SaberCats break it out to center. They hit the red line. Blue line, they're onside. Played back into the zone. Zeng will go back there to pick it up. Zeng loses it in her skates for a moment. Picked up there by the defenseman, Goster, and Goster looks to play it all the way down, and she does. That'll allow the Bruins to get a change here. 52 seconds here to go in the penalty kill. SaberCats get the red line. Broken up there by Zaworski. Nice play there by Zaworski on the zone entry to break that up. Puck's played ahead. Picked up there. Goster plays it up. Not out. SaberCats center it out front. Oh, through the skates of the SaberCat player lurking out front. Bruins dodge a bullet there, center it out front. Shot, saved by Bozier. Shot, saved by Bozier and gloved. So when you are on the penalty kill, your best player has to be your goaltender. Bozier standing tall there. Zaworski to take the draw, back to Wessel. Osborne now. Played back to the blue line, shot towards the net, that goes wide. SaberCats keep possession now, work it down low. McDonald's going to go for a penalty there. So McDonald's going to go for a hit from behind. Oh, we'll call it a rough. All right, so McDonald to the box, 2 minutes for a rough. 5-on-3 here for 2 seconds before Losowitz comes out of the box. Gray wins the draw. Bruins are able to clear it all the way down. Much needed. We're back to 5-on-4 hockey here. SaberCats look to set up their breakout. They hit the line. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Jennings misses on the poke check. Gray picks it up there. Jennings plays it back to the line towards the net. Steered aside by Bozier. Goster now Tries to take it on her backhand. Stolen there by the SaberCat player. SaberCats will work it behind now. Now goal line extended behind the net. Out front. Picked up there. McCormick. She leaves no doubt to it. Able to clear it all the way down off the boards on net. Little air hockey move there. Play it off the boards on net. And SaberCats come back the other way. SaberCats play it in deep. Jennings will go back there to pick it up. Out of her reach. Puck comes back to the blue line. SaberCats pick it up. Shot. That goes off. Zeng in front. SaberCat player blows the tire. Jennings has it now. Jennings coming up the wing. She'll dump it all the way down. 45 seconds here to go in the penalty McDonald. Out to center. Off the stick of Zaworski. Zaworski slips around one. Zaworski enters the zone. Zaworski shot, tries to shoot it through the defender's legs. Nice defensive play there by the SaberCat player to break that up. And I think high stick? We're debating whether it was a high stick or a hook or a slash. There's a lot of head contact maybe, I don't know. There was a lot of motions there from the ref. So Bruins go back to the kill again. 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. Not a good start for the Bruins. Gray wins the draw, played down low. SaberCats try and work it out front to the point. Now they work it back down low. Goal line extended. Out front. And that's cleared all the way out by Wessel. 3 seconds to go. And Bruins are back to 5-on-4 hockey here. Played all the way into the zone. McCormick in on the forecheck. Wessel tries to step up there. And played back into the Bruins zone. Brewer will pick it up there. Brewer, she'll skate with it now, coming out of her own zone. Brewer up ahead to McCormick. McCormick plays it in deep. Rubbed off there by the SaberCat defender. Puck comes up the far boards. Gosler steps up. Unable to hold it at the line. And played back into the Bruins zone. 50 seconds here to go in the kill. Stolen there by the SaberCats. Picked off on the centering attempt by Osborne. And Osborne able to clear that all the way down. So 38 seconds here to go in the kill. Technically the second 5-on-3 of the game. SaberCats have had. First one was 2 seconds. Second one was 26 seconds. Stolen there now. Osborne turned over at the blue line though. Bruins unable to clear. Shot and a goal. So I believe that's Mandeville for the SaberCats. Little bit bittersweet, I must say. I love Hope. Just don't hope to see her score against our team. But Mandeville nets a power play goal for the SaberCats. SaberCats take a 1-0 lead. Losowitz to take the draw. One there by the SaberCats. Puck's played ahead, picked up there by Jones. SaberCats will regroup there. Played up ahead. Gray with a poke check there into the zone. Jones plays it up ahead. Jones plays it, tries to play it ahead to McCormick. Out of her reach, picked up there by the SaberCats. And back into their own zone. Losowitz picks it up there. Jones now tries to play it up the boards to Losowitz. And that'll go all the way down for an icing. So 59 seconds here to go in the first for your Lady Bruins. They're down 1-0 on the power play goal from the SaberCats. Zeng to take the draw, back to the point. Puck's loose in front, shot, big save there by Bozier. Able to kick the left leg out on that one. Picked up now by Zeng. Up ahead, Zaworski. Zaworski gets the blue line. Zaworski tries to slide it through a player. Leeser rolls it in on net. And a save by the SaberCat goaltender. Zaworski, puck's loose. Shot wide of the net. Zeng centers it out front. Picked up there. Zeng in the shot. Saved by the SaberCat goaltender. Zeng plays it down low. Leeser now. Leeser tries to center. Back out in the slot. Picked off by the SaberCats. Brewer steps up. Backhand attempt on front. Puck's loose in front. Bruins player can't get a stick on it though. Zeng plays it across. Puck's loose in front. And a save by the SaberCat goaltender there. With 5 seconds here to go in the first, so Bruins have dominated most of this first period, but the power play time has led to a SaberCat goal. SaberCats clinging to it. Gray, Zaworski, Losowitz, Leeser, McDonald. Gray to take the draw. Tied up there. Leeser back to Losowitz. Plays it down low, and that'll do it for one period of play. All right, ready to get the second period underway here. Face-off is down. Controlled there by McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Gray. Gray sidesteps one. Gray across to Zaworski. Zaworski works it back to the blue line. Shot by Leeser. Wide across to Losowitz. So Leeser out here at D on the power play. And puck's played all the way down ice. Picked up there by Bozier. Bozier leaves it there for McDonald. McDonald will skate with it behind her own net. McDonald sets up the power play breakout. McDonald takes it wide near side. Skates through one. McDonald drops to Gray. And a turnover there at the blue line. Short-handed opportunity. Shot. Saved by Bozier. Gray plays it across. Cannot give up short-handed opportunities on the power play. Up ahead now. McDonald broken up. That may have looked as a trip to some, but it wasn't. That was a great defensive play to swipe that off the stick and not have the player go down. So 42 seconds here to go in the Bruin power play. Zane to take the draw. Brewer tied up there along the boards. Brewer works it back to Gosler. Gosler goes across. In the skates of Jennings. Another shorthanded opportunity here for the SaberCats. Shot in tight. Shot just wide of the net. And a SaberCat player went down there. I did not see what happened behind the play. And the SaberCat player is up. All right, faceoff will come outside the zone here based on the injury. We'll start off here. Zeng to take the draw. Played ahead to Brewer. Brewer dumps it in. Puck comes off the end boards hard and straight out. SaberCats play it back to the line. Jennings towards the net. Shot wide of the net. Picked up there, Brewer. Brewer tries to play it towards the net. Picked off there. Back to the line. Zeng plays it down low. We're back to even strength hockey. And Brewer and the other player are going to go, looks like coincidentals. Little jousting match there in front of the net by the two players. But nobody wins because they both go to the box. If we want to call a slight win, faceoff will stay inside the zone. Jones, Wessel, Osborne, DeFelice. Osborne to take the draw. Dug out there by the SaberCats. SaberCats working around up to the point. Puck comes out to center now. Broken up there. SaberCats dig it out. And DeFelice plays it now. DeFelice plays it ahead off the hand of Wessel. Off a SaberCat player, so no hand pass out front. Osborne back to the point. Jones shot towards the net. Oh, shot on net and a save by the goaltender on the tip attempt in front by DeFelice. All right, face-off will be in the SaberCat zone to the right of the SaberCat goaltender. Bruins win the draw. SaberCats able to get to the point. Picked up there, McDonald shot wide of the net. Puck comes hard off the end boards. Gray can't dig it out though now. Picked up by the SaberCat defender. And played up ahead. Held in there by McDonald. McDonald, nice hold at the line. McDonald across. Gray goes back to McDonald. McDonald not ready for that though. Losowitz plays across to Gosler. Gosler back to Losowitz. Losowitz down low. McCormick pesters a player in the corner. Dug out there by Gray. Losowitz now. And puck comes up. And off the boards into the netting. It's a dangerous play there off the boards on the clear attempt. And we're going to face off in the zone here. 11:31 to go, second period. Jennings, Wessel out there now. Zeng, Leeser, Zaworski. Zeng to take the draw. One there, played up to the point. SaberCats able to play it out now. Picked up there now by Zeng. Zeng down low, up ahead. Zaworski. Zaworski hits Wessel, leaving the zone. Wessel with a head of steam, up ahead to Zeng. Zeng shot, and a shot and a rebound saved by the goaltender. It's a good transition there, offensive transition for the Bruins. Just did not end up with a puck in the back of the net, which is what the Bruins need at this point. Zeng, Leeser, Zaworski, Jennings, Wessel out there now. Zeng to take the draw. Zeng to take the draw. In the skates of Leeser. And SaberCats play it out to center and all the way down. That should go for an icing, and it does. Jennings, Wessel, Osborne, DeFelice, Tony out there now. Osborne to take this offensive zone draw. Osborne to take the draw, back to DeFelice, works it back to the point. Wessel gets a stick on the puck there, but a little stick on stick doesn't really get everything on the shot. SaberCats play it out. And all the way down. I will call that a smart whiff there by Wessel, as I do think, I try not to be impartial. Wessel probably could have got to that puck, but if it could result in icing, then you got to take it. McDonald, Brewer back out there now. Osborne to take the draw. Osborne moves the draw in the skates of DeFelice. Up ahead. McDonald at the line. McDonald plays it in deep. Up ahead. Picked off there. DeFelice tries to play it across. So it was McDonald trying to go across to DeFelice. DeFelice up the near boards. McDonald works it off the wall. McDonald steps it to the middle. And has the puck roll off her stick. Now out to center. 2-on-1 possibly for the Bruins, but nice back check there by Osborne to break that up. Puck's played into the Bruins zone. Touch up all sides there. Osborne leaves there for Brewer. Brewer plays it around behind DeFelice. Up ahead, held in there by the SaberCats. And at the center, McDonald has the puck now. McDonald 2-on-1. McDonald across. Shot by Tony. That's broken up by the defense of the SaberCats. Good stick on puck there. Brewer holds at the line and out the center. Picked up there by Fryer. Tried to play it ahead. And it's picked up there by Tony. Tony plays it in the zone. Picked up there by the SaberCats. Up the center ice here. Into the Bruin zone. Icing's waved off. Brewer picks it up there and Bozier will hold cover. So we're going to draw in the Bruins defensive zone here. 9:12 to go, period number 2. Bruins still looking for that first goal. Jones, Wessel out there now. Looks like King to take the draw. King wins the draw back to Wessel. Wessel skates with it. Up ahead to Arnold. Arnold tries to play it up and out. Back into the SaberCat zone. They'll go back to pick it up there. King in hard on the forecheck with Fryer. Held in there by Wessel. And Bruin played back into the Bruin zone. Icing's waved off there. Jones will go back there to pick it up. Jones up ahead to Arnold. Off her stick. King picks it up now. Arnold has it now. Arnold brings it into the zone. Arnold takes it wide. Shot towards the net. That's broken up by the defense of the SaberCats. And SaberCats work it up the near boards. Up ahead. Out the center. Broken up by the stick of Wessel. Wessel now picks it up. Wessel, she'll skate with it. Puck's loose at center. And Jones able to break that up. Puck's played back into the Bruins zone. Wessel plays it cross ice. Walk to the middle by the Bruins. Shot on net, saved by Bozier, centered out front. That's broken up. Puck needs to come out, and it's chipped out now by Losewitz. On the skates of Wessel. Wessel smartly plays it out. And Wessel has it now. Wessel up ahead. Losewitz. Sorry, it's McCormick. McCormick goes across to Gray, just out of her reach. Gray centers out front. McCormick shot on net, a save by the goaltender. So Bruins getting some transition chances here in the second period. A couple 2-on-1s, just unable to bury pucks at this point. We'll get an offensive zone draw here to the left of the SaberCat goaltender. Losewitz, Gray, McCormick, Jennings, and Gosser out there now. Losewitz here to take the draw. Losewitz wins it back to the point. Gosser works it down low to McCormick. McCormick bodied off the puck in the corner. She goes down. Losewitz comes in, centers out front, just out of the reach of Gray. And SaberCats play it out to center. Back into the zone. Gosner, she'll pick it up there. Gosner tries to go across to Gray off the skate of Losewitz. Now out to center. McCormick and a player tie up there. And Gosler steps up, plays it in deep. McCormick in on the forecheck. McCormick leaves there for Gray. Battle along the boards. Dug out there by McCormick. McCormick works it out front, across. Losewitz shot, save. Gray has it now. Losewitz did not get everything on that one. Puck may have been rolling. Puck's loose in the slot. Oh my gosh. Puck's loose in the slot. SaberCats bring it out to center. They'll come back the other way. Gosser steps up on a player there, and she's going to go for a penalty. I'm going to guess we're going to go with the potpourri call of a rough. Well, we'll call a body check. I mean, great play in boys hockey. Girls hockey, that's not going to fly. .6:13 here to go. Second period. Bruins back to the penalty kill. Been here way too much to start this game. Zeng to take the draw, back to the point. Shot, gloved and held by Bozier. So a minute 53 here to go on the penalty kill, on the penalty on Gosser. Face-off comes outside the zone. Picked up there. SaberCats will regroup in their own zone. SaberCats up the center ice, picked off there. McDonald shorthanded, tries to walk it in, and picked off there by the SaberCats. They're coming the other way, one-on-one. SaberCat player shot. And Brewer does a great defensive job there, getting just enough of the player's stick that she couldn't get a clear shot on net. Wessel, Jennings out there now, McCormick and Gray. Minute 26 here to go in the kill, 5:39 in the period. Face-off won there by the SaberCats. They look to work the puck out front. Now they do. Players tied up out front, though. Nice job tying a player out front by Jennings. Jennings ties a player up. Looks to dig it out. Dug out there by the SaberCats. They'll work it back the other way. Jennings gets a stick on it, though. Played back to the point. Up the near wall, picked off there by the SaberCats, and Zeng is able to clear that one all the way down. Or sorry, that was Wessel. SaberCats behind their own net. 42 seconds here to go, and the Bruins kill. Played up to the blue line. Picked off there. Wessel's tied up there, and there's going to be an interference. They've called this game pretty tight all game. I don't love that call, but with how tight they've called this game, I believe it's 14 for Castleview going. Yeah. Not really love that call, but they've called it pretty tight all game, so hard one to disagree with. And believe me, I like to disagree with stripes where I can. So 29 seconds here to go of 4-on-4 hockey. Then we'll go to 5-on-5. Jennings to take the draw, back to the point, McDonald shot, and shorthanded opportunity here for the SaberCats, and rolls off her stick. Bruins have got to have a better shot than that at the blue line. You cannot shoot it into a player's shins. Zaworski here to take the draw. One there by the SaberCats. Zaworski plays it up and out. But we're still 4-on-4 for 9 seconds, so that will be an icing. We'll bring the face-off back into the zone here. 9 seconds to go, 4-on-4 hockey, a minute 41 in the penalty to the SaberCats. So after these 9 seconds, Bruins should have a minute 32 of power play time. Picked up there, McDonald on the boards. One there by the SaberCats. They dig it out. Gray plays it ahead. Losowitz fresh off the bench. They're going to call her offsides. Leeser plays it in the zone. Gray in on the forecheck. Back to the point. McDonald holds there. McDonald plays it near side. Bruins have got to get to these loose pucks. A little bit of sense of urgency needed on the part of the Bruins. Picked up there by McDonald. A minute to go. Up ahead in the skates of Gostner. Into the zone, but Bruins have to touch up because they're offsides, and played up ahead and back into the Bruins zone. McDonald will pick it up there. McDonald behind her own net. She'll skate with it now. McDonald up ahead. Zaworski taking off the puck. Zing down low. Zing tied up. SaberCats win that battle. Puck comes to the line. Held there by McDonald. McDonald plays it across. Almost a shorthanded chance there for the SaberCats. And now the SaberCats are able to clear. Losowitz now. Losowitz uses the body to shield the player from the puck. Zeng plays it ahead. Up ahead, DeFelice. DeFelice now to Gostner. Gostner has to take it off her stick. And puck's played ahead. Now back out to center. Into the zone. Played across. Back check of Gostner. Breaks that up. As the centering pass is broken up. SaberCats have a good opportunity there. Picked up now. Losowitz up ahead. DeFelice plays it back into the SaberCats zone. Long change period here for the Bruins. Step up now. Gostner. Gostner takes it wide. Gostner, she'll spin with it. Gostner centers out front. Nobody home. Puck's bouncing around in the slot. SaberCats pick it up. Play it out to center. Wessel has it now. Wessel spins ahead with it. onside at the line as Wessel brings it in. Wessel, great individual effort, across DeFelice, shot the goal! Wessel to DeFelice, a minute 35 here to go, second period. Your Bruins knotted at one. Great effort there by Wessel at the blue line. Sidestepped the player. Nice unselfish pass across to DeFelice, and DeFelice buries it. We have a 1-1 tie here with a minute 35 here to go, second period. All right, face off here at center. King, Arnold, Fryer, McDonald, and Brewer. SaberCats win the draw. Played ahead off the linesman. In the linesman's feet. King plays it in deep. Icing's waved off. Up ahead of the blue line. McDonald pinches. 2-on-1 possibly for the SaberCats. Shot steered aside by Bozier. Picked up there by Brewer. Brewer plays it to the blue line. Not out. Held in there by the SaberCats. Good hold at the line by the SaberCats. Played down low. McDonald will pick it up there. McDonald skates with it in front of her own net.
There you go.
Stolen there by the SaberCats. We have got to get better zone exit. Shot on net, a save by Bozier. So we are entering playoff hockey season here, ladies and gentlemen. We have got to get the puck out of the zone when we have a chance. Turnovers like that in our own zone. Losowitz here to take the draw, wins it to Gray. Gray up ahead to Losowitz. Losowitz plays across to McCormick. McCormick enters the zone. McCormick holds, puts on the brakes, drops to Brewer. Brewer shot. That's blocked down. Nice shot block there by the SaberCats. They're going the other way, one-on-one. Shot from long range. That's gloved and held by Bozier with 29.4 here to go in the period. Losowitz, Gray, McCormick, McDonald, and Brewer here. Losowitz to take the draw. Losowitz wins the draw. Up ahead, McCormick. Nice defensive play to get it out there. McCormick up ahead to Gray. 21 seconds to go. Gray shot. Saved by the goaltender. Good quick shot there by Gray. Low on net. Puck comes out to center. 13 here to go. Gray will play it back to Brewer. Brewer up ahead. Tipped. Into the zone. Icing will be waved off. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play here. So evenly matched game so far. We go 1-1 heading into the third. All right, guys, for those of you, guys, gals, those of you watching at home, thank you for joining us here this evening. We're ready to get the third period underway. It's a 1-1 game to get into the third here. Zeng, Zaworski, Lisa out there now, Jennings, Goster, and we're underway here. Puck's picked up, one back, Goster tries to play it ahead, picked off there by the SaberCats. Puck's loose at center. SaberCats get the line. Picked up now. Played ahead to Zaworski. Zaworski. She'll slide through one. Zaworski hits the line. One-on-one. Zaworski. Shot. Oh, nice save there by the SaberCat goaltender. Through traffic, using the defenseman as a screen. Zhang back to the point. Jennings unable to hold. Jennings will have to regroup there. Jennings plays it back into the zone. Bruins will touch up on the delayed offside. SaberCats set up shop behind their own net. Look to break it out. Up ahead, near side. And out to center. In the skates of Jennings. Jennings plays it back out to center out of the reach of Leeser. And back into the Bruins zone. Gostner leaves there for Jennings. Jennings across to Zhang. Zhang taken off the stick of DeFelice by the SaberCat defense. SaberCats doing a good job of clogging up the neutral zone here. Puck's played down low. SaberCats look to work it out front. They throw on the brakes behind the net. Now out front. Tony gets a stick on that. And it's played ahead by Gostner. Gostner now. Gostner hits the line. One-on-one. Gostner drops to Tony. Tony from a sharp angle. Gostner tries to play it out front. Gostner. Shot. That goes wide of the net. Puck's played up to the line. Osborne stands a player up there. And SaberCats come back the other way. Off the stick of Osborne. Osborne chips it ahead. SaberCats pick it up, bring it in. SaberCats able to hold there. Jennings picks it up now, works it. Far boards, picked up there. DeFelice. Nice exit pass there to Tony. Sorry, that's Osborne. Osborne, backhand attempt. Steered aside by the goaltender. Held in there by Wessel at the blue line. Wessel across. Osborne shot off the crossbar. Osborne hits the crossbar on the setup there by Wessel. Comes back to Jones. Jones works it right back ahead to Osborne off her stick though. Held in there by Wessel. Wessel works it down low. Wessel to the front of the net. Shot. Rebound. Shot. Puck's loose. And SaberCats play it out to center. Icing's waved off there. Jones will pick it up now. Jones goes off the boards, off the stick of Fryer. Wessel jumps up to pick that up. Wessel plays it down low. And SaberCats look to break it out now. Played back up ahead, picked up there by McDonald. Out to center. SaberCats bring it into the zone. Forced wide by Jones. That's a pretty weak call. Jones to the box for allegedly hooking. Picked up. So face-off one there by Gray. Back to the point. Shot on net. Saved by Bozier. Minute 53 here in the penalty to Jones. 11:22 in the game. Gray to take the draw. One there by the Bruins. Back to the point. Shot towards the net. Puck's loose in front. Centered out front. And McDonald now able to clear. McDonald will send that all the way down. Minute 38 here to go in the penalty. Nice forecheck there by McCormick. Taken off her stick at the last moment by the SaberCats. And Gray able to clear it out to center. And played down low.
picked up there. McDonald up ahead to Gray. McCormick hits the line, 1-on-2 shorthanded. McCormick throws on the brakes. McCormick spins with it. Drops back to Zhang. Zhang shot towards the net. That's steered aside by the SaberCat defense. Brewer throws it towards the net. And puck's played out to center. SaberCats get the line. Bruins able to break that up though. Picked up there by Zhang. Zhang on a backhand. Able to chip it out to center. 30 seconds here to go, and the penalty to Jones. Played back in the Bruins zone. McDonald will pick it up there. McDonald clears it all the way down. That should almost do it here as we've got 21 seconds here to go in the kill. Stolen there by Zhang for a moment. About a minute. Zhang walks out front. Shot on goal and a save by Bento. So SaberCat goaltender with a great save there on a short-handed opportunity by Zhang. Osborne, DeFelice, Gosner, Jennings out there now. One last watch here for the for the SaberCats. Played into the zone. Jennings plays it around behind. Picked up there, DeFelice. Towards the net, steered aside by Bozier. SaberCats work it back to the blue line. Picked off there. Gosner tries to play it ahead. Picked off there by the SaberCats. Osborne with the steal for a moment. Now Tony has it. Tony goes cross ice. Puck's loose in the slot off a skate. And picked up there by the SaberCats. Played ahead. And Gosner's going to go for an interference. That one I can see, though. Puck was away. Gosner made sure to put the body into her. Bruins have got to understand these refs are calling this game tight, and they have not adjusted yet to the play. All right, Gosner in the box. Jones plays it to the line, not out, held in there by the SaberCats. Shot on net. Shot off the stick of Jones. Wessel picks it up now. Wessel plays it right into the bench. So Jones, Wessel, McCormick, Gray out there now. Gray here to take the draw. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot saved by Bozier. Fought off there. McCormick now. McCormick down the wing. McCormick, and that's a body check. And SaberCats touch up. Yeah, SaberCat fans disagree, but with how tight they've called it, I would have let it go, Nate, but with how tight they've called it, you can't. All right, so back to even strength hockey here. Gray to take the draw, back to Jennings. Jennings towards the net, steered aside. Back to the point, picked up there, McDonald. McDonald works it down low. McCormick tries to go out front to Gray. She's tied up. McDonald works it across. Jennings. Shot. Tip attempt. That goes just wide. McDonald picks it up now down low. McDonald through the slot. And we'll get a face-off in the zone. That's 4-on-4 hockey. That'll be an icing here. 59 seconds to go. A 4-on-4 hockey. Gray, McCormick, McDonald, Jennings. Gray to take the draw. Back to the point. Jennings tries to work it back to McDonald. That puck comes out of the zone. Bruins off the touch up. McDonald up ahead of Jennings. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. SaberCats pick it up there. McCormick in on the forecheck. Stolen there by Gray out front. McCormick. She's tied up. Gray has it. Across McDonald. McDonald had room, but she just missed. Jennings shot towards the net. McDonald steps up though. McDonald down low. McDonald wraparound attempt. McDonald shot. That goes off the ball. Gray works it back to the point. Back to McCormick. McCormick to McDonald. McDonald down low to Gray off her stick. Held at the line there by McDonald. McDonald works to Gray. Back to McDonald in the slot. McDonald shot. That goes high and wide. Oh, we're back to the penalty kill, so icing's waved off. Losewitz picks it up now, up ahead, McDonald. McDonald at the line. McDonald walks through one. McDonald drops. Puck's loose in front. And Bruins come back the other way. Still SaberCats on the penalty kill, so icing's waved off. We're back to even strength. Losewitz has it now. Losewitz up ahead to McDonald. And we'll get an icing here on the Bruins here. 6:11 to go, third period. Face-off will be in the Bruins zone. Jones out there with Brewer. Zeng, Zaworski. Face-off won there by the Bruins. Zaworski down the wing. Zaworski shot. Nice blocker save by the goaltender. Back to the point. Zeng works it across to Brewer. Brewer shot. That's blocked down on the way to the net. Leeser picks it up now. Shot at the side of the net. That goes off a body wide. Leeser ties up with the player down low. Zaworski has it now. Zaworski works it near side to Brewer. Brewer shot towards the net. Oh, tip attempt by Zeng. Nice shot on net there by Brewer. Good tip attempt by Zeng. But we still stay at 1-1. 5:38 here to go. Osborne, Tony DeFelice. Osborne to take the draw. One there by the SaberCats. Played across. Back to Jones at the line. Wessel at the line. Shot out front. Puck's loose to the side of the net. Puck still loose at the side of the net. And SaberCats get position. Gostner and Wessel out there now. Puck comes out to center. Bruins will go back there to pick it up. Wessel up ahead. Picked off there by the SaberCats. They come back the other way. SaberCats spin with it now. Played down low. Gostner played out front through the slot. Picked up there by the SaberCats at the top of the zone. And Wessel's going to jump up into the play there. Pick that off for a moment. Tony has it. Tony plays it ahead. Onside at the line. Tony tries to go across to Osborne. Nice stick there by the defense of the SaberCats. They'll come back the other way. SaberCats the other way. Shot. Saved by Bozier. Or it rolled off her stick. I couldn't see. And now puck's played back out to center on the pass by the SaberCats. They'll work it back to their own zone. SaberCats pick it up at the blue line. SaberCats walk it in. Shot on net. Saved by Bozier and a cover. All right, defensive zone draw here for you. Losowitz to take it. We got a timeout. Timeout, Castleview. So big defensive zone draw coming up here for the Bruins with 4:01 to go, third period. I mean, this is playoff season hockey, guys. It's one mistake ends up in the back of your net. And let's hope the Bruins come out on the right side of things here this evening. Losowitz, McCormick, Gray, McDonald, and Jennings back there for this defensive zone draw. All right, Losowitz here to take the draw. Losowitz to take the draw. One back to the point. Held in there by the SaberCats. Jennings tied up there. Losowitz, nice defensive play there. McCormick ties a player up along the boards. Dug out there by McDonald. McDonald throws on the brakes. McDonald up ahead to McCormick. McDonald now plays cross ice. Up ahead to Gray. Gray has McCormick going with her. Gray across to McCormick just off a skate. I have no idea what that call was. Looked like he was going to call a penalty, then waved it off. SaberCats bring it out. Back into the zone. Picked off there by Jennings. Oh, they say she had the red line. Bruins might have dodged a bullet there. McDonald picks it up now. McDonald across to Losowitz. Losowitz up ahead. Leeser shot. That's blocked down. McDonald picks it up as Bruins are going for a change. Puck comes back out to center. Shot just wide of the net. Shot that goes wide of the net. Zaworski ties over the player there. Zeng comes in. Digs it out, plays it out front though, and it's dug out there by McDonald. McDonald plays it to the line, not out, and now it is played out. Back into the Bruins zone here, under 2 minutes here to go. McDonald ties over the player there. Puck's loose to the side of the net, shot and a save by Bozier. Big save there by Bozier to read that one with a minute 54 here to go. Defensive zone draw here for the Bruins. Zeng to take the draw, wins it back. Jones plays ahead, Zaworski up ahead to the line and off the stick of Leeser and out. Played back into the zone. Bruins, SaberCats have to touch up. Jones tries to play it across. Up ahead now, picked off there. DeFelice plays it ahead. Picked off there by Wessel, jumping up into the play. Wessel out front to DeFelice. Back to the point. Jones plays it in deep. Played out to center. Picked off there by Jones. Jones walks it into the zone. Jones comes down the wing. Jones out front. Deep release. Oh, just wide of the net. McDonald off the bench. McDonald now picks it up. McDonald plays it in deep. Sabercats play it up the near boards. McDonald picks it up, works it off the half wall. McDonald out front. DeFelice centered out front off the stick of Zaworski. And Sabercats played out the center. McDonald has it now. 33 seconds to go. McDonald leaves there for Osborne. That's offside zone. McDonald tries to pick it up there. McDonald has her stick out of her hand. And we have a face-off outside the zone here. I think 3-on-3 overtime.
Would they? Okay.
Losowitz to take the draw. Picked up there. Brewer, 13 to go. Brewer, take it off her stick. Sabercats come the other way. Broken up there by Gray. And Losowitz smartly plays it out to center. That's going to do it. So we'll have a 3-on-3 overtime coming up here, I believe. If it's a CPHL game. We should have a 3-minute overtime. All right, looks like we are not going to do overtime. We'll end in a 1-1 tie here.
I have to say, is this who I listen to out of my living room in Grand Rapids, Michigan